So first off, how'd you feel about your professional debut?
It was good. I felt like I had a good time. I had all my brothers there to keep me grounded. When I had a good play, when I had a bad play. So I felt like I did what I was supposed to. Obviously, got things to polish up myself, the team, but I feel like it was a good step forward.
And did you have that sack dance ready, or is that something you just kind of thought of in the moment?
Oh no, I had that ready. Oh wait, I was telling the boys all week because I be doing it like in practice and stuff, just chilling. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna hit it.
Love it. And it seems like you had a lot of success against Taylor Decker. What was there anything specific that he was doing that you felt like you could kind of exploit?
No, he's like a veteran. He is a veteran tackle. So he has a lot of tools in his box. So I had to kind of work around them. He's a bigger guy, tall guy. A lot of weight underneath him. So I was like, all right, a lot of power will be able to set up everything else.
And did you do anything specific in the offseason to kind of get ready for this level of play and kind of elevate yourself?
No, it's just everything I've done to get me to this point. There was no reason to change anything.
And who's kind of been like your biggest help and contributor to your growth since you've been here with the Rams in this building?
It's probably been, I'd probably say being around Fisk. He's probably the dude that I lean on the most just because we're in the journey together. But I definitely have to take BY with me too. He's somebody that's helped me a lot. He's somebody that's helped me a lot the whole way through. And Colby is somebody I lean on a lot. But I think, honestly, if I had to narrow it down, I'd probably say Hoyt. Hoyt's probably the one that I lean on for every question I have, anything I need help with. See, this is why I don't talk in front of you, but this is why I don't talk in front of you. But Hoyt's probably the one I lean on the most.
Jared, last week you said you weren't nervous, you're just going to be another game. Now being on the backside of it, what was it like? What do you take out of it?
Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of things I got to clean up. I feel like I had a successful first step. First game, learned a little bit here, learned a little bit there. I got to see how my, measured up against, that's one of the best O-line, if not the best in the league. So, getting to see how I measure up against them, against their tackles, going up against their guards every now and then, moving myself around. But I feel like it was a good first step.
I've often heard, just one more, I often hear rookies say the speed of the game. You're a fast guy. Was that an issue? What was the biggest change from a good Florida State team playing in bowls to what you were Sunday night?
I don't think the speed was too much different. It's a lot faster. These guys in college, there's a lot of guys who were the best in their high school happen to make it to that school. But here's the best people in the world. Across wherever they're at. So it's a lot faster, but it's not like it wasn't a night and day difference. Especially where I was playing at Florida State, we played against a lot of good top competition. Like I said, that was the best, if not the best O-line. It was something to experience for sure for the first game.
Jared, what do you see when you look at Kyler Murray on tape?
He's fast. He gets out that pocket. He's very dangerous. He can throw. He can make those tough throws and everything like that. He's quick. He's fast. He can read the game pretty well. But it's just a matter of how can we contain him.
You're a talker. Do you still talk as much in the pros as you did in college?
Yeah, I think last game I didn't talk as much, just because I had so much respect for that line. I had so much respect for that team, everybody across the board. But I was still, getting my little chirps in here and there, making sure they heard me, making sure they felt me, no matter how it was. But I wasn't, Coach McVay made an emphasis, and I tried to get that little, a little flag thrown in the air for talking too much, for excessiveness. So I was trying to pull back a little bit.
It was a hell of a fight Sunday night. I'm just kind of wondering, at the very end when you guys were exhausted, what is the feeling now that they were able to drive down the field the way they did and punch it in like that and just end the game that quick?
We can't let that happen again. Like I said, that's a very good team. One of the best teams in the league, offensive-wise, defensive-wise. That's a very good team. But it doesn't matter. We're a very good team, too. We can't let somebody drive down the field on that. That's one of those things. It's just kind of a mental thing. You got to push past it. Myself included, I think we all just could take away a little bit and be a little bit better than that.
Was it just mental? Was it physical?
Yeah, playing one drive, then overtime, then having to go right back out. That's definitely a thing that factors in, but that's not something that you can lean on. When you're a big time player, you got to make big time plays, and that's time to make the big time plays. And we just came up short of that.
Appreciate it.
Jared, thank you.
Out and applied it this week against Arizona.
Yeah, I think, especially on the defensive side, we have a great group of guys. I don't think a lot of people thought we were going to do what we did, especially in that second half. We played I think we played lights out football in that second half, and I'm really proud of the guys for responding the way we did. Down 17-3, offense ends up coming back up 20-17. Unfortunately, we couldn't pull it off, but I think coming out of that game, especially against one of the top offenses in the NFL, for what we did as a defense, a young defense, a guy, a lot of mature guys, can't be more proud of what we did. So, it's unfortunate, like I said, but at the same time, you can only be happy, and it's only going to progress, towards bigger and better things.
So how do you build on that?
You build on that, but just keep doing what you're doing. Our 4 core fundamentals are, playing fast, playing 11 as one, getting turnovers, killing blocks, all that stuff, and that's what we're going to continue to do each and every game. But like I said, I'm so proud. Like we played good. We didn't get it done, but at the same time, it gave us a lot of confidence going into this week against the Cardinals.
As a captain, what is your message to the team after a hard-fought game where you don't come out with the result that you want?
It's a long season. It's one game. It's one game out of 17. And we got a lot of football left to play. So, you can't, unfortunately it didn't come out the way we wanted to, but, we fought our ass off. And at the end of the day, we have 16 more opportunities to do what we want to do, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Continue to play Rams football. But like I said, we're gonna be firing on all cylinders this Sunday.
Quentin, when Aaron Donald retired, Kyler Murray tweets, "Thank God." How do you make sure that...
You might have to say thank God again, because we got some guys. We got some guys, especially in that in that front end. Obviously, Aaron Donald's Aaron Donald. I'm not going to say he's not, but at the same time, we got some guys up front that can, give pressure to the quarterback and all that stuff. So I'm excited to see what's going to go on this Sunday.
Yeah, I've often heard you got to stay true to your principles. What does that mean when you're facing a running quarterback like that?
Yeah, Kyler's he's a good quarterback. He's a good quarterback on his feet, can extend the play, with his feet. And he's a good runner. So what that means for us is staying disciplined. Whether it's our rush, whether it's a back end, we might be covering longer than, usual, And that's just, what we're going to practice. In practice is, making sure we're plastering the receivers, making sure we're not, our rush lanes are correct and all that stuff. So it's all about repetition. And obviously, we understand that Kyler's a good quarterback. He's going to be running. If he gets the chance, he's going to extend plays, and he might have magic happen. But at the same time, we're going to do our best to contain him and do what we do in the back end up front. Playing 11 as well.
What are some of the things that you secondary did well that you think that you can carry over to this next couple weeks?
Yeah, I think for the most part we tackled great. That was one of the teams that had probably the most yards at the catch last season, and I think we did a pretty good job of, making sure we're getting them on the ground, on first contact. And I think another thing is we played with great execution, we played with great effort. So those are things that we're going to have to keep doing, for the rest of these 16 games. And it all starts in practice, which we did today. And hopefully we can carry that momentum on for the rest of the season.
Thank you so much. First off, how do you feel about your Rams debut?
It was a fun game. Didn't get the outcome that we wanted, but I thought the team played well and a lot to build off for next week.
What do you kind of envision your role going forward, just in terms of your volume in the passing offense?
Yeah, I think I can do a lot of different things, but my goal here is to win. Help the team win the best I can, whether that's pass protection, catching the ball, whatever it may be. I'm here to help.
And in terms of next week in the Cardinals, what are kind of the things that you're looking to do in terms of either improvement or just continuing to grow in your role?
Yeah, I think as an offense, we're just trying to continue to improve. Eliminate the negative plays, and you saw last week we drove down the field as many times as we wanted to. So make sure that we cap off those drives, and we'll have the success that we're looking for.
And what can you say just about the team's resilience, fighting through injuries and, people stepping up where they were needed?
Yeah, there's a lot of guys that went down, praying for those guys. Hope they get back soon. But a lot of guys stepped up and did a great job. I think we have a lot to build off going into this week.
And how impressed were you with some of the rookies and the young guys in their debut?
Yeah, I think the guys played great. A lot of defensive rookies had a lot of fun out there, as you can see, Verse and Fisk and those boys, and Jay Wood did his thing too. So we're excited to see those guys out there and kind of get their feet wet, ready to see what they do next week.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.